Hi guys, good morning. This is Srinivasan. Today the topic we are going to discuss is judiciary of our state and functions of the state legislature. Shall we go? Functions of the state legislature. It is one of the important detail for our public examination. So listen carefully our kids. The power and functions of the state legislature are almost the same as that of parliament. So first we are going to see legislative powers. The state legislature can pass laws on all subjects mentioned in the state list as per the constitution. It can also pass laws on concurrent subjects. Concurrent means ஒரே நேரத்தில். The state made law in a concurrent subject will become inoperative when the center also passes a law on the same subject. The passing of bill into law follows the same procedure as in the Union Parliament. Every bill passes through 3 readings. Then it becomes an act with the governor's assent. Assent means ஒப்புதல். Next, financial powers. The legislature controls the finance of the state. The lower house enjoys greater power than the upper house in money matters. Money bills can be introduced only in the lower house or the assembly. No new tax can be levied without the sanction and permission of the assembly. Levied means விதிப்பு. Controls over the executive. The legislature controls the executive. The council of ministers is responsible to the assembly. The ministers have to answer questions asked by the members of the legislature. They can be removed from office if the assembly passes a vote of no confidence motion against the ministry. Wide powers. Instead having 2 houses, the legislative assembly enjoys more powers than the legislative council. The assembly has complete control over the state finance. The council cannot vote for grants. The council of ministers is responsible only to the assembly. That's all. Next we are going to see judiciary of our state. High courts. The institution of high court originated in India in 1862 when the high courts were set up at Calcutta, Bombay and Madras. In the course of time, each province in British India came to have its own high court. After 1950, a high court existing in the province became the high court for the corresponding state. The high courts are the highest court at state level, but being part of integrated Indian judiciary, they work under the superintendence, direction and control of the Supreme Court. Superintendence means மேற்பார்வையிடுதல். It means வழிகாட்டுதல். The Constitution of India provides for a high court for each state, but 7th Amendment Act of 1956 authorized the Parliament to establish a common high court for 2 or more states or for 2 or more states and a union territory. For example, the state of Punjab and Haryana and the union territory of Chandigarh have a common high court situated at Chandigarh. Similarly, the High Court of Guwahati is common for 7 northeastern states of Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh. Delhi, though not a state, has its own separate High Court. Every High Court has a Chief Justice and a number of judges. The number of judges varies from state to state. The number of judges of each High Court is determined by the President. At present, there are 25 High Courts for 28 states, including New Andhra Pradesh High Court established in 1st January 2019 at principal seat in Amaravati, and 7 union territories. Not a 7 union territories. After the August 4, 2019, there is 9 union territories of our India. Next we are going to see another important paragraph from this unit. Jurisdiction and powers of High Court. At present, a High Court enjoys the following jurisdiction and powers. First one, original jurisdiction. In their judicial capacity, the High Courts of the Presidency towns, Bombay, Calcutta and Madras have both original and appellate jurisdictions, while other courts have mostly appellate jurisdiction. Only in matters of admiralty, probate, matrimonial and contempt of court they have original jurisdiction. Admiralty means முக்கியத்துவம் வாய்ந்த. Probate means உயில் சம்பந்தமான. Next, contempt means அவமதிப்பு. Matrimonial means திருமணம் சம்பந்தமான. இரு மணங்கள் சம்பந்தமான. The presidency high courts have original jurisdiction in which the amount involved is more than 2000, and in criminal cases which are committed to them by the presidency magistrates. Appellate jurisdiction. Appellate jurisdiction means மேல்முறையீடு. As courts of appeal, all high courts entertain appeals in civil and criminal cases from their subordinate courts as well as on their own. They have, however, no jurisdiction over tribunals established under the laws relating to the armed forces of the country. Tribunals means தீர்ப்பாயங்கள். Writ jurisdiction. பேராணை. Writ means பேராணை. Under Article 226 of the Constitution, the High Courts are given powers of issuing writs not only for the enforcement of fundamental rights but also for the other purposes. In exercise of this power, a court may issue the same type of writs, order of direction, which the Supreme Court is empowered to issue under Article 32. The jurisdiction to issue writs under this article is larger in the case of High Courts, for which the Supreme Court can issue them only where a fundamental rights has been infringed. Infringed means மீறல். A High Court can issue them not only in such cases but also where an ordinary legal right has been infringed. Habeas corpus. Habeas corpus means ஆட்கொணர்வு மனு. The writ of habeas corpus is issued to a detaining authority, ordering the detainer to produce the detained person in the issuing court, along with the cause of his or her detention if the detention is found to be illegal. The court issues an order to set the person free. Mandamus. Mandamus means கட்டளையுறுத்தும். The writ of mandamus is issued to the subordinate court, an officer of government or a corporation or other institutions commanding the performance of certain acts or duties. Prohibition. Prohibition means தடையுறுத்தும். The writ of prohibition is issued by a court, it means higher court, to a lower court prohibiting it from taking up a case because it falls outside the jurisdiction of the lower court. Thus, the higher court transfers the case to it. Next, quo warranto. Quo warranto means தகுதி வினவும், தகுதியை பற்றி கேள்வி கேட்கக்கூடிய. The writ of quo warranto is issued against a person who claims or usurps of public office. Through this writ, the court inquires by what authority the person supports his or her claim. Certiorari. Certiorari means ஆவண கேட்பு. ஆவணம் means files. The writ of certiorari is issued to a lower court directing that the record of a case be sent up for review together with all supporting files, evidence and documents, usually with the intention of overruling the judgment of the lower court. It is one of the mechanisms by which the fundamental rights of the citizen are upheld. Supervisory jurisdiction. Supervisory means மேற்பார்வையிடுதல். High Court has the power of superintendence over all courts and tribunals functioning in its territorial jurisdiction. First one, call for returns from them. Second one, make and issue general rules and prescribe forms of regulating the practice and proceedings of them. Third one, prescribe forms in which books, entries and accounts are to be kept by them. And last, settle the fees payable to the sheriff, clerks, officers and legal practitioners of them. Control over subordinate courts. The High Court has an administrative control and other powers over them. First one, it is consulted by the governor in the matters of appointment, postings and promotions of district judges and in the appointments of persons to the judicial service of the state. Second one, it deals with the matters of posting, promotion, grant of leave, transfers and discipline of the members of the judicial service of the state. And third one, it can withdraw a case pending in a subordinate court if it involves a substantial question of law that requires the interpretations of the Constitution. It can then either dispose of the case itself or determines the question of law and return the case to the subordinate court with its judgment. And last, its law is binding on all subordinate courts functioning within its territorial jurisdiction, in the same sense as the law declared by the Supreme Court is binding on all courts in India. Court of record. All the decisions and decrees issued by the High Court are printed and are kept as a record for future reference by the court as well as by the lawyers. Is such a need arises, thus it is also acts as a court of record. Power of judicial review. Judicial review is the power of High Court to examine the constitutionality of legislative enactments and executive orders of both the central and the state governments. Though the phrase judicial review has nowhere been used in the Constitution, the provisions of Articles 226 and 227 explicitly confer the power of judicial review on the High Court. Explicitly means வெளிப்படையாக. The 42nd Amendment Act of 1976 curtailed the judicial review power of High Court. It debarred the High Courts from considering the constitutional validity of any central law. However, the 43rd Amendment Act of 1977 restored the original position. Thank you guys. Our lesson came to an end. Remember it. Once record from the beginning by your own. It will really help you. Thank you guys. Love you all. Bye bye from Srinivasan. See you on next video.